All right, yins guys, let me get this camera set up here. Rainy day we got today. Um, I figure I'm going to go ahead and tell you a quick story. So I never put anything else on YouTube for a while, but I'm going to save the "what would you do" question for the end of what I'm saying, but because I don't want to ruin it too much. Anyway, me and the girlfriend were watching the Investigative Discoveries channel. We were watching Lieutenant Joe Kenda or whatever, Homicide Hunters, where he says somebody's got to look out for the victim. He solved over 400 murders and what have you. And this is a rather unique one because I'd like to say, what would you do in a situation like this? But anyway, it starts out, this dude is having a beer on the porch, right? And all of a sudden, his neighbor's garage just explodes. He hears this explosion, and it's all up in smoke, the garage. So he calls 911, calls the cops. It shows on the TV, the guy's ready to enjoy his beer, and all of a sudden he drops. It's like, what the hell? But anyway, calls 911, and Lieutenant Kenda and his pals investigate. They're going to investigate in the garage, and they're saying something about it. There was no fire, no sign of gasoline or anything. And garage totally annihilated, like all gutted, the whole inside. And they find when he comes there, when he gets called on the phone before Lieutenant Kenda even goes there, right? He reports they see something in there that they think is a body before Lieutenant Kenda even goes in there. So he goes in there, and there's like a pile of flesh, right? And then they find nothing but a pair of men's boots. No body, it's just a pile of flesh. And said it looked like something exploded. Like if it was gasoline or something, you'd find the skeletal remains or whatever. And they bring somebody in, like from the bomb squad, right? And the guy says, well, this was some kind of military explosion. This wasn't no spontaneous combustion in the garage or anything. And so that guy goes in the suit with a bomb squad thing. Okay, they didn't use a robot like you see on TV. They used this really heavy 100-pound suit. So anyway, they go in there. They find this one hand grenade, and for starters, it was unused. Because anyway, they interview the wife, which he has to tell the guy's wife that she's now a widow, and they got to investigate what happened. So they go in a further investigation after they find this grenade. They're figuring that maybe somebody wanted to kill him, and some guy that knew military stuff. There's a military base there, not too far away. They figured, maybe they added tripwires to kill that guy for whatever reason. They figured, who wouldn't want to kill him, and yada yada. And of course, they're going to check, you have any history of being suicidal? And he was a happy guy. And they said, they bought the house a month ago, and his wife was going away shopping or doing whatever the hell. And he was going to go root through the garage because the previous owner of the house, right, left all kind of stuff in the garage. So Lieutenant Kenda and his pals or whatever, they finally find a finger way outside the garage in the grass, right? And this finger was attached to a grenade pin. And then they go and run a test on the finger, right? And they find out it's the guy's own finger. That, besides a pair of work boots and maybe feet, was the only thing else left with him besides a pile of flesh. So they determined that no foul play happened. And the guy evidently, when he was rooting through the stuff, didn't take it seriously. He thought it was a fake grenade or something. And like he pulls the pin and he just unwillingly blows himself up. So if you did any research or you knew anybody that was in the Army or for whatever reason, and you do research, there's certain hand grenades out there. Of course, there's shrapnel in it. No different than you ever have any of your buddies go hunting and they shoot down small trees with a shotgun. A couple of your buddies just shoot close range at small trees. I mean, you can knock a tree down, with a shotgun, like that, small tree. So figure shrapnel inside a grenade is almost like this, but shrapnel was sharper. And when somebody blows themselves up on a grenade accidentally, maybe that they didn't think is real, at that close range, because a grenade, obviously, if you have to go in the army and go and fight, you're going to use that to get like a couple of people at once, either seriously injure them, wipe out a couple guys all at once, or get somebody that you can't get to, just like on TV, like a machine gunner, just somewhere where you can't shoot them, you can't get to them, they throw a grenade and all that crap, But anyway, this guy finds it in the garage. I guess he didn't. They determined that he blew himself up by accident. He probably didn't think the grenade was real, and he pulled the pin. He's like, "Oh, look, it's like a novelty grenade." Because he probably figured, "Oh, all that junk in there. Why would anybody?" But I guess people do. I mean, there was a military base not too far from there, and I guess the previous owner of the house stole or borrowed something from a military base. Say he was in the army and. Well, hell, you probably had people in the previous wars we had sneak and smuggle, weapons here and take them and sell them to somebody or some crap, or keep some things, as a souvenir. And it was easier to get away with that years ago, even. But it was kind of a. Anyway, with all this jibber jabber. If you got this far in this video, it would be a question like, what would you do? Say if you just moved into a house or something, whether renting the house or owned it. And I know if it were me, I'd report that. I said, this ain't mine. I found it in here, I swear. And part of me would probably be scared that I'd be interrogated. I'd say, I swear that ain't mine. That was in the house, Like, some people would probably be too scared to report it if they already found out, hey, is this real? I don't want this in my house. Turn it into somebody or call the appropriate people and give it to them, have it removed, have them take it out of the garage. Or some people would probably be stupid enough to take it somewhere, or maybe throw it in the river or something. But that was interesting, on that, because me and the girlfriend watch out all the time, So a cautionary tale there. If you see something in your garage or something, I guess tell the appropriate people, leave that shit alone. Don't be pulling no pins. It might be not real, but maybe what if it is? I mean, I watched this show. I was like, damn, the guy actually, like, holy shit, how many people would be, if they don't know, they weren't ever in the army, Hell, I mean, people used to sell in a catalog a novelty grenade that was on a pedestal, complaint department, take a number, and all that, But yeah, something in your garage like that, I mean, holy shit. But anyway, that's what I'm going to say in the video. Hopefully the camera didn't get wet in the rain, but